Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Playtech Spotlight. This week I'm joined by Jonathan Tischler, the game producer of Queen of the Pyramids Mega Cash Collect, for a very exciting show. Jonathan, welcome.
Hi, thanks Jake. Thank you for having me. My name is Jonathan. I'm game producer at Origins in Playtech, Origin Studio. Yeah, maybe before we start, few words on the Cash Collect suite that we created like a few years ago. The main idea of this suite was to create a logic with a super simple mechanics. You have the Cash Collect symbol, and basically you need to have this and any other coin on screen. The Cash Collect collects all the coins. It can be a cash prize, free games, and we released a few really successful games like Sahara Riches, Leprechaun's Luck, Silver Bullet Cash Collect, and now it's basically the first time we are doing a Mega Cash Collect game, which we basically took it one step forward, and really exciting game. So I guess we can jump to the game.
You know, self-explanatory. Players know what they're looking for. You know how to get a big win. So what is one of the main differences between Mega Cash Collect and then normal Cash Collect? And then also, why did you feel the need to create a Mega on top of the normal Cash Collect?
Yeah, so basically after releasing a few successful games, it was about time to make it a bit more interesting. As you can see on the reels on the screen, the game is built with the 3-4-4-4-3 layout. In this game, it's the first time that the Cash Collect can actually in the main game land on reel 1 and 5, giving the player bigger chance to get the Cash Collect, and an option like we see here. We got a Cash Collect on reel 1, and basically we're collecting all the coins on screen. If we collect another Cash Collect on reel 5, together with the Cash Collect on reel 1, we collect everything twice. So each Cash Collect all the coins on the screen. Now we got another Cash Collect on screen, and basically what we see now is a unique anticipation we invented for this game. A few words on this anticipation maybe. We came up with a very unique set of rules and conditions for anticipation, which I think, to be honest, we created one of the best anticipation in the industry right now.
Big claim.
Yeah, once basically you see an anticipation, you have a really good chance. I won't say the percentages, but you have a really good chance to win big, either trigger a big amount of free games, or get a jackpot, or get a huge prize, a cash prize. And this is why we create anticipation. So it's not every time you see anticipation. When you see anticipation, it means that you are about to win something big, with a really high chance. It's not
win something big.
Yeah, it's not always, but you have a really good chance. You know?
Yeah. I suppose that's the whole point of anticipation, right? I mean, there's nothing I hate more as a player of getting teased 10 times in a row without actually getting into the free spins or getting a big prize or whatever it may be. So I guess if you've managed to find that perfect balance, then we're onto a winner here for sure.
This is something we work really hard. For me also, again, as a player, I hate it when you see 2 scatters and you're waiting for the third one, and like 1 out of 10 times you really get it, and it starts to be frustrating. So it was my goal to get a really good balance on the anticipation. We actually triggered the free games.
So we're in the free spins now, right?
Yeah, we triggered the free spins. What we can see here, that basically the Cash Collect symbol, which is the focus of the game, can land anywhere on the reels. And again, why we call this Mega? Because once you trigger the free games, you get like a Mega grid. We have this additional rows that you can unlock by landing a Cash Collect and a key symbol with the green background. You saw it before. So every Cash Collect basically take the key and unlock one block. Obviously you can re-trigger. As we can see now, we got +2 and 2 Cash Collect, so it means we get the +2 twice. We get 4 more free games. And now the extra rows, basically what happens in the extra rows, as you advance, you can see like there is a big Cash Collect on the top, and on the one row before it, you have like 5 spins. So when you land the Cash Collect there, it stays for 5 spins, and if you unlock the top position, you have a Cash Collect for infinity spins, basically until you end the free games. During free games, we also have additional 3 spatial symbols, which is the wild dropper, the sticky cash, and the spreader. This is actually the spreader, what you can see now. So when you have a cash collect and a spreader, the spreader basically spreads any random coin. It can be cash prize, it can be cash collect, it can be one of the other power-ups, it can be a jackpot, so it's a random prize. We also have the wild dropper, which I guess we'll see soon. Basically, when you land it with the cash collect, we drop a stack of wilds at the bottom. As you can see now on reel 2, we got the wild dropper and we got 1 cash collect. If we get 2 or more cash collects, the wild dropper basically drops more wilds, giving it up to x3 on the stacked wild, which can create big wins.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
So I guess how important do you think it is to keep innovating in this game particularly? We've seen, so for reference, this game is live exclusively at the moment, right, until the end of the month, end of September, at which point it will release across every market, every licensee there is. We've seen an incredible performance from the exclusive period already. Do you think that's down to the innovation, the added features you've put in it? And if so, are there plans to innovate it more? Or are you scared of kind of, I don't want to say scared, but you're cautious of not trying to reinvent the wheel a bit too much?
Yeah, so when we created the first game in Cash Collect, we took it really simple. And when we advanced, we took really small steps because we understood immediately that we have something good in our hand. And we planned it very carefully. So we released another game and another game with very small steps. We didn't want to put everything on the first or the second game. So we're taking it a bit slowly, building a really good and strong suite. By the way, I don't want to miss it, but as you can see now on the last reel, we have the sticky cash collect with the fire frame. What's nice about this sticky cash collect, when it lands, it stays. Even if you don't have a cash collect on the screen, it waits until you collect it. Every time you collect it, the next spin, it doubles its price. So it starts with the X1, then X2, X4, X8, X16. After you collect the X16, then it transforms to a jackpot. So this is a really exciting cash prize. And nice. A good way to trigger one of the fixed jackpots, as you can see on the left. We have the grand, the major, the minor, and the mini. So back to your question, we took small steps after releasing a lot of successful game under the Cash Collect suite. We decided that this is time to take a bigger step, and this is why we created the Mega Cash Collect, which I think players really waited for something with a bigger change. This is why we see really nice numbers and people accepting this game really good. So as you can see now, we transformed the cash prize to a jackpot, and we got 2 cash collects. So basically, we get the jackpot twice. So now we got a jackpot spin. So even if we get the mini, which is the lowest jackpot, we got the mini, we still collect it twice because we have 2 cash collects. This is nice. Something nice about this game, that you can collect the big prizes more than one time.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, you can clearly see the entertainment factor in the game is second to none. There's so many different things you can look for, but at the same time, you know what you're looking for in the progression. You know, we can see up top, so I guess we need a couple more keys to unlock the top row, right? And then at which point the cash collects become available for 5 spins instead of 3, and then a persistent cash collect at the top, if I'm not wrong. Do you see this kind of leading a trend towards where games are going in the industry? Do you think they'll start to become a lot more, I don't want to say entertaining, because games are always coming more entertaining, but more going on throughout the game and more of a progression throughout the game?
Yeah, I think this is where this suite is going. From now on, it will be more and more entertaining. There's basically no going back. Once we did this, there's no point to go back and make like a regular, let's call it a regular cash collect. I think from this point will make more and more exciting, and we already have plans to make this game and this sub-suite, the Mega Cash Collect, more and more exciting.
Well, thank you very much for watching this week's Playtech Spotlight, where we had a look at Queen of the Pyramids Mega Cash Collect. Jonathan, thank you very much for talking us through the game. I think we've got some very exciting games to come in the suite, and I'm sure everyone will be just as excited as I am to see what's to come.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Bye-bye.